Little did David know, after his wife was murdered, he found out she was pregnant for weeks, leaving him feeling remorseful. Meanwhile, Laura noticed something. Laura's intuition kicked in. She sensed something was wrong. Why hide Mary's pregnancy? Perhaps this was the spark for David and his wife's fights. To keep David out of trouble, Laura got his co-worker to help because she suspected that Mary had been unfaithful. By analysing some leftover fetal tissue, Laura discovered that this child wasn't even David. David was stunned to learn this because he trusted his wife completely and never even thought to test it. The appearance of a third party made him realise his wife's murder was linked to this third party. This long-haired guy might just be the hired muscle, and everything began to clear up. David approached his wife's friend Anna, but she thought David himself was responsible for Mary's death and wanted nothing to do with him. David bluntly told Anna about his wife's affair, revealing the child wasn't even hers. Anna didn't seem shocked at all. David realised Anna had known all along, but she didn't tell the police to protect Mary's reputation. So, Anna finally revealed to David that Mary had indeed been seeing someone, but when David asked who it was, Anna claimed she didn't know. She knew he was a cop. David was shocked. He rushed back to relay the lead to the team. Brez and Ajay didn't buy it. They thought David was shifting blame. Ajay was particularly adamant, as he was the one who prosecuted David back then and still believed David was the murderer. David was drunk and smashed his house. Ajay despised his play acting. David was having such a memory meltdown that his brain almost crashed. Good thing Laura rushed him to the hospital in time. Someone could smell trouble, and Ajay swiftly approached David. His unexpected visit made David sense danger. Detective Ajay said if David was right, Mary was killed by a cop, a third party. They needed to follow this lead. He uncovered something. Cop John, on narcotics duty, hadn't been active for a year, now a vegetable in hospital. The report said John tried to kill himself with a gun but was saved, becoming a vegetable. Coincidentally, he killed himself around the same time Mary did, and Ajay thought John might just be the third party David was looking for. Ajay believed John's suicide had a reason. The report fake. He speculated John had offended someone. Mary, John's lover, knew inside info, leading to their shared fate. Clearly a puppet master was behind it. Now, John, a vegetable, can't talk. There was no way to confirm Ajay's speculations, but this triggered David. He immediately sought out Laura and saw the wreck. Clearly, the mastermind sensed the fusion agent threat, yet they didn't realize one bottle was still intact on site. David explained everything to Laura, eager to find the true culprit. Laura agreed to help him, and they headed to the hospital to find the comatose John. When unwatched, David sneaked in to extract cerebrospinal fluid from John. David wanted to use the fusion agent again, but Laura, worried about his condition, took charge herself. They restrained Laura from getting too carried away. David taped her hands and feet, but little did she know it was his trap, as he didn't want her to get him. David insisted on doing it. After injecting cerebrospinal fluid and fusion agent, he found Mary was indeed involved with John. Knowing it hurt David, Mary was ready to end it. But before David could piece it together, suddenly, from the shadows, Detective Brez barged in, leaving Laura dumbstruck at the scene, and even David was blanking out. John's memories quickly revealed Brez. They were once partners. The long-haired killer was a junkie trapped by Brez and John. Brez, a cop, blackmailed him to snitch or face jail. Using intel from the long-haired man, they stormed in during a deal, controlling everyone, but John didn't know Brez planned to silence them. Brez fired first, taking out all drug dealers and planning to steal goods cash. The cops knew nothing about their operation. It dawned on John that Brez had orchestrated a black-on-black scheme. He wasn't after the drug dealers. Brez's threats left John in an uneasy spot, so John didn't dare to resist at that time. Later, fearing for his life, he told his lover Mary about the whole affair. Mary, being an assistant to the prosecutor, suggested that John turn informant so they could save themselves and send Brez packing to prison. Little did they realize Brez had been eavesdropping on John's activities all along. That night, Brez, a drummer, made John's injury look like suicide. Surprisingly, John survived but became a vegetable. The real killer of Mary was also Brez. The long-haired guy was just being coerced to take care of Laura. Mary was just knocked out cold. Brez was lurking nearby, watching this whole thing unfold. When the long-haired guy bolted, Brez felt he had to intervene. Brez checked on Mary. The truth emerged. Yet David and Laura were in deep trouble. David was very weak. Plus, with Laura tied up, Brez decided not to let the cat out of the bag and plotted to burn them both alive. Just then, Mary's friend Anna showed up with David's child, and Brez prepared to wipe them all out. David, lying there on the ground, summoned an amazing strength and determination to protect his family. He charged at Brez, and they quickly got into a fistfight, with David unleashing his pent-up anger and hatred on Brez. Seeing the worsening situation, Anna called the police as flames grew. David rushed to untie Laura. To punish Brez, David returned to drag him out, then remembered Laura's tape inside. Hoping she would wake up soon, but Laura and the doctors were puzzled why David's burn wasn't bad enough for him to be a vegetable. He just didn't. Perhaps this is just the beginning. Want to know what happens next? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us in uncovering the truth.